Yeah, let's dive in. I want you to think about a time in your life when you felt rejected. Yeah, and it can be one of those early experiences. It can be maybe something that happened recently, you know? But just think of an experience that you still have a little pang about, where it's still like, ooh, why? Go into yourself. You can take a little break. Take a few deep breaths. I want you to start zeroing in on this situation. So actually, first, let's take just another minute there to just honor and acknowledge the experience that you had. Notice how that felt in your body. Notice what exactly about that was kind of hurtful. And then put that aside. And now turn your attention towards the other person. And get very, very specific about how did they do it? How did they reject you? What exactly did they do? And what about that carried a rejecting kind of energy? What was the no like? And feel down to find that energy of the no, the specific way that they did it. And see if you can show that energy with your body somehow. Yeah, that's it. Embody it the way that they did it. Yeah. And notice what that's like. Shapeshift and become that energy completely. Make this gesture a few times. Really feel it out. Fill it out. Notice if there's any kind of secondary energies even in this, right? There might be more than one thing going on. Feel it out. Feel all the little parts of it. Explore around. And then choose one and really go into that. And keep doing that gesture and follow your body. Sort of come to the end of the movement and keep going and see what happens. Yeah, take it further. Keep going, keep going. And notice, what's your motivation? Why do you need to do this? What's right about it? And whatever your motivation is, whatever the reason why you're doing this, go fully into that. Do that completely. If your motivation is something like, I need space for me, then give yourself full space for you. If it's something like, I need to feel my own power, feel your own power. Whatever it is, your motivation, give it to yourself now. And notice how your body changes as you give this to yourself. And really go. Really move into this space that you've created yourself. Let your body make new shapes. How do you fully live this motivation? Who are you inside the motivation? And maybe there's a figure that comes out. Maybe there's a whole new feeling. And become that whole new feeling, become that whole new figure. Enter into the world of that figure. The world of that feeling. See if there's anything in your movements that begins to repeat, and just repeat that movement. So maybe you get an essence, maybe you get a word. And now begin to make it more subtle and smaller. Breathe it in on an energetic level into your cells. Smiling inside, feeling that figure, that power, that essence inside. And feel, how does this figure, this essence, how do they receive whatever that means to you? Imagine before you someone offering themselves to you. And notice what it's like to receive them. Notice how and what this figure likes to receive. Yeah. Notice if this figure can receive. And if you're finding that difficult, then shift your energy slightly into the version of this figure that could. And feel that version of this figure that loves to receive. And receive fully now. Yeah. And notice what that's like for you. And then see if this figure has any message or tip for you in your everyday life. You can take a note or make a little drawing. A little sketch. Maybe just take one little note just about what you found in being the rejecter. And then what you found when you unfolded that. And then what you found in also coming back to receiving. A little bit of my thinking about this is I think in the process structure map, a lot of where we put power is in the hands of the rejector. Yeah. Which means that they might have some message about our own empowered way of moving through these situations. And that actually we need to be in a certain place of empowerment to be able to truly receive the love and appreciation of another, right? If we're stuck in unworthiness and wondering if someone else likes us, we're not actually at a place where we can receive the fact that someone is giving us the gift of their erotic vulnerability. So I was curious to see in this exercise, it's like once you get to a place of empowerment, what does receiving look like from there?